The power.
All right, I think it's loading up. So at some point in the next 2 seconds, we should be live. Hello, everybody. Hello, world. How's
We
everybody
live.
doing? I think we're
What up?
live.
What up? What up?
Yeah, we live. We live.
Yes, there we
Feels
go.
good to be alive. It's alive.
So-
it's alive.
So everybody saw Mortal Kombat, I take.
No,
Yo.
I haven't. Please don't spoil
I
it.
saw it.
No, I mean it's not
Don't-
even a
he said,
movie to
don't
really
spoil it.
No.
I can tell you what I'm like one of the, it seems like I'm one of the few people who actually didn't hate it. I'm hearing a lot
No,
of
I liked it.
a lot
I
of
liked
people
it.
on my feed are hating on it heavy, and I'm like, you know what? It was solid. Solid
It
is a
was
word I
solid.
use
It
for
was
it.
solid.
It wasn't like it didn't blow me away like 95 Mortal Kombat did when it was like, oh my God, they really made the video game real. And at that time, Mortal Kombat was the hottest it ever was, right?
Yeah.
Like Mortal Kombat in 95 was
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
man.
it was just mind blowing. Now
Yeah.
it's kind of like, it's whatever. And I think that the Sub-Zero story, Scorpion story was good.
Yeah.
But I have two big problems. Number one, there's no Johnny Cage. Like, no Johnny Cage? How could you do that? And number
Yeah.
two, the dude that they created for the
You are
movie,
spoiling it for Arctic, by the way. But
No,
keep
no,
going.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I knew there was no Johnny Cage, and I knew there was no Johnny
okay.
Cage in that. I've seen the trailers.
Okay.
I know there's no Johnny Cage in it. So
All sorry if I'm spoiling it for anybody.
you're good.
But
You're good.
yeah, Johnny Cage isn't in the movie, and what I wouldn't even mind that if it wasn't for the fact that there's the main character of the movie is not in the video game. So they
Right.
made a character for the game, and then one of the most notable characters they didn't put in the game. So it's kind of like, I guess, whatever.
Yeah, but
But
I want to talk about it too, but I don't want to spoil it for Arctic. But
you could talk about it in a non-spoilery way.
one thing I liked about it was that they didn't have actors that were like really, really well known.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of like that when you're watching a movie that they kind of bring in a cast of like all new faces. I'm sick of just seeing the same people all the time. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, this would be a good movie to introduce new people. You pick people who know how to fight, and you try to like focus on them.
Yeah.
I also felt that the editing was a little bit like, I mean, it's American and it's not like done like a real martial arts movies, like The Raid, for instance.
Mhm.
But the editing was really just very sporadic, I thought.
Yeah, I could tell from like the trailers that just the CGI. I mean, the CGI some of it was really good. It's just a lot of it was just crazy, and I was just like, why?
Yeah.
Just straight. I just want straight fighting.
Yeah.
Just straight.
Yeah, you just want
straight
yeah.
fighting.
That's what he
Exactly.
said. He said there was
Like-
not enough fighting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I love Mortal Kombat. I even though I'm not good at fighting games, I love Mortal Kombat, and I've played
Mhm.
like the original ones.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I don't want these movies to ruin the game for me because that's happened way too many times before.
Well, it shouldn't though. It shouldn't. I think it was dope. It was good.
Yeah.
I only had one, part of the movie I really didn't like, but it's solid though. Like it's definitely not trash.
Yeah.
You know what I am liking is this whole like all this high premium movies and TV shows just coming straight to streaming. Like,
Yes, smart. It's so smart.
I'm
to do
totally about this life where like every Friday, my wife and I sit down like, what are we gonna watch tonight? And there's all this like, it's like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Kong versus Godzilla, I'm just like, yo, we're spoiled because I'm just getting like, this is crazy right now. Like,
And I haven't even watched that yet. Godzilla,
Okay,
I haven't watched none of those yet.
Yeah, I need to catch up on some of my movies and shows.
Invincible is killing it,
Ooh.
loving it.
Oh,
I don't know what
that's
that
good
is.
too.
Invincible.
What is that?
It's so the comic book writer of The Walking Dead has this superhero epic called Invincible, and it's
Okay.
like one of the few comic books like I made my wife read. I was like, this
Really?
comic book is the best superhero comic book ever. You need
Yeah.
to read it, and it's like 150 issues. It's not short at all. And she read.
You were
every
telling me
single
about
issue.
this actually. You were telling
And,
me, and I never got it. But keep going.
And they made it. Yeah, I probably did tell you about it. And they
Yeah.
made it into a TV show, and it's like 7 episodes in, and it's really good. Like the show might even be better than the comic so far. And it's on Amazon, so I highly recommend that because it's really really dang good. It's like an American version of like a really good anime, like a Dragon Ball Z kind of anime, but like not from Japan. So it's really good.
Yeah.
All right, I needed a good recommendation. We're kind of like, man, I've been watching the weirdest stuff recently.
Oh man,
It's
went
like
down a rabbit hole.
like my wife started watching Golden Girls from like the
Oh
beginning.
boy.
Golden Girls.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing is because my wife will do that too. She's like, oh, I'll just start living single, and she'll watch all 8
Yeah.
seasons, and I'm just like, that's what's up. Like,
Yeah, I'm not
Guess
gonna
we're
lie.
watching-
I'm kind of the same because I've been watching. I've been watching. I watched almost every single season of The Challenge, starting from like I want to say 98, 1998,
Wow.
from like 98 to like
Wow.
I want to say about 2016, and then I stopped. And then I watched every single season of Survivor from 2021, from like I want to say the last season I ended off on was like maybe 2000, like 5 or 6 to like 2020. So
Wow.
yeah, that's what I did like
You,
last major quarantine.
you guys got that. You guys got that stamina, man. I get mad if a season is in double digits, but that's what's up.
Well, all right. Enough of TV talk. We are here live. This is 3 Beats Later. Believe it or not, this is a live stream about beat making. Even though
it's TV television commentary.
even though every single week we start with some sort of movie and or TV show critique. So just got to keep, consistent with that. So today's special day because we have a special guest, and we brought in our friend of the show, producer Arctic. What's up, Arctic? How you doing?
What's up? I'm doing pretty good.
What up?
Basically, just a little bit about me. I've been producing for just about 2, almost 3 years. Come from Detroit, Metro Detroit area. Basically, I just really make anything. I'm kind of still like in that learning phase of like what sound do I want to have, like where I'm kind of want to like what I kind of want to do. I'm starting to discover like a lot of my music kind of is like more or less like backing tracks and stuff like that. But like I'm still trying to make stuff for artists as well. I'm really hoping some of these songs that have artists are going to come out. It doesn't look like it, but I'm hoping. But yeah, that's just a little bit about me.
That's great.
Arctic, can I ask you a question? Detroit is such an important city in the scope of just music worldwide forever, but from Motown to all the way to hip hop, the Dilla era, of hip hop. And what are some of your just influences as a producer and a musician, or more specifically Detroit hometown producers and musicians that inspire you?
Frank, actually not a lot of my inspirations come like from specifically Detroit, because I grew up as more or less not really listening to like hip hop. I never really grew up listening to hip hop. I listened to like maybe some Michael Jackson, some Prince because of my dad, some Earth, Wind and Fire because of my dad. But mainly when I started getting into music and like started doing like orchestra and being in my school band, started mainly focusing on like orchestra music. So I love Tchaikovsky. So I really love orchestral pieces, but also like my favorite band forever will be my favorite band is Weezer.
Oh yeah!
Oh wow!
Shout out Weezer. Come on.
So like one of my biggest influences is like Weezer with like the guitar solos and the heavy drums. And then also a lot of my more influences like now would be like Denzel Curry, Kanye, and Tyler the Creator, because just their production is just so crazy and so different on each song that you really don't know what they're gonna do next. In like all reality, you really don't know what they're going to do next. You really don't. Every single song sounds different. Every single song has its own unique personality, I would say.
Yo, so can I just add a follow-up question here? What is your favorite Weezer album?
Oh, that's a hard one. that's such a hard one.
This tells you a lot about somebody how they answer this question.
I really would want to. I would want to say. I was going to say the Blue album from like 2005.
Okay.
Or I would say Green album. Yeah, the Green album.
Okay.
Because I remember I had to do like a project for school and I was looking up Weezer songs and I found that album and I was just like, I haven't listened to this before and I fell in love with it. So
that's a good one. I actually like that album. But okay. There's no pass or fail. I just needed to know.
Yeah.
I got questions for you too, man. So
E.
let me ask you a question real quick. You said you grew up not really listening to hip hop.
Yeah.
What made you make the transition into producing for hip hop? You know, I know you said you like Tyler the Creator and Kanye, but what really made you make the switch? Like, yo, I want to make hip hop beats.
Well, it really was kind of, I don't know, it kind of was a transition because I was just like, well, I don't really have the skills to play guitar. I've tried learning guitar, never really fell in love with it. I don't have the equipment to record drums, even though I would love to do that because I'm a percussionist through and through. So I could play like metal instruments, drums. So really, I was just like, what can I translate all like my drum skills and some of my piano skills into? And I was like, well, I really like hip hop. I think I can find like some good hip hop loops to start from. I can start twisting those. And then like, even what was it like? I would say like maybe 8th, 9th grade, I really started getting into like trap and like hip hop and all of that. And I was like, okay, I actually really do like this music. Let me see if I can do what I can do with it. And I kind of was like, okay, I have a groove with this. But even then, like half of the time I don't produce hip hop, I produce pop. I literally just made a backing track for like my Bible teacher in school. I have 3 backing tracks for my Bible teacher in school that are like all different genres. Like one's lo-fi, one's like synth wave, and I have another one that's more modern Christian music that I'm working on right now. And so I'm kind of like doing whatever I can, whatever music I'm listening to, that's just really inspires me. So that's really what it is.
That's dope, man.
I love that answer, man, because I'm a lot like you. I don't really making hip hop beats is not my passion. These guys will tell you, and I'll say it on pretty much every episode, that I'd rather make like music for commercials, music for TV score, film scores, TV, little spots like that just kind of like just instrumentation versus actual beats. Like that's my preference. And so I've been brought into the realm of making beats for hip hop artists just because that's what I've been around all my life. But if you put me in a room by myself and like, yo, make whatever you want and I'll pay you, you're gonna come out with a movie score to like the dopest movie of all time. Like, so that's my passion. So that's what made me ask you that, because I'm like you. Prior to like my senior year in high school, I only listened to like pop music, like 80s pop, hip hop. No, sorry, R&B music. So like my favorite group, it's Earth, Wind, and Fire. My favorite song of all time is a song off of a movie called Arthur, and it's a song called Arthur's Theme, and it's like that's my favorite song like of all time, musically and lyrically. So a lot of people don't know those kind of things. So when I hear another artist that's like, yo, I kind of make hip hop because I can, but I don't really, that's not my preference. Yeah. So that's not really, I love hearing that.
Y'all need to stop ragging hip hop beats. So.
I'm not ragging hip hop. No one ever ragged hip hop.
I won't stand here for now. I'm joking.
No one ragged
actually, I have a question. This segues me to a next question. What you're a little bit younger than the rest of the gentlemen here on this stream.
Speak for yourself.
And I'm like a fine wine. And just being our perspective, I know I was just ragging on E just now, but there is, I do find like some challenges with a lot of hip hop, modern hip hop production. I would say, me coming up in the 90s, hip hop beats to me were so different. Every producer brought something different. Every record sounded completely different because it was sample based, and every time you grab a sample, you're getting something completely a different experience. Now with the evolution of trap, I find that the modern hip hop production, trap producing in particular, producers use kind of like the same drum kits. They use similar synth sounds. They use similar melodies and progressions. It's more about the artist kind of, doing more melodic things where the beats are kind of more empty, and also like I don't really know. I can't really identify modern trap producers as well as I could back in the day. Like you'd hear a beat, you're like, oh, this was Pete Rock, or this was DJ Premier, or this. Nowadays, I'm like, I don't know who produced. Like this is a trap record. Now somebody.
That's
made
why
it.
they got to put their names on them, because it's like,
yeah, they gotta, yeah. And that's another thing I noticed. Modern day, a lot of those producers, they'll leave their tag in the final record, which is also something that's really interesting to me. So anyway, the question is, how do you feel as someone who like seems like you gravitate more towards complex music, kind of like what E was just saying, and you were saying how you're doing all this like gospel stuff, you're doing pop records, you like Weezer and all that stuff. How do you feel about modern hip hop production versus 90s hip hop production?
Like, in all honesty, there are some artists that I just genuinely can't listen to. Like Lil Uzi, like it's not like the beats are bad, it's just that I just simply can't listen to it. But it's just, but like when we were talking about this today in like one of my classes, it's like everybody's trying to strive for the same sound, for like the popular sound, because that's what's gonna make the song more popular. That's what's gonna get it more plays. That's what's gonna get your name out there. And so I see like a lot of producers just trying to make the same beats or trying to make like this artist type beat because that's like the hot sound that everyone's trying to strive for, and that's the hot sound that artists are trying to buy and stuff like that. And one thing I learned, I was just like, just make what music you want to make, and then people are just going to recognize what your music is. Because I remember I was doing like an Instagram live, and just one of my friends from my school is just like, yeah, I just noticed that you really just do like a lot of just like chill melodies, that you try to like all your melodies have like a certain like chill vibe to it. And I was just like, yeah, that is kind of true. And I started going through some of my tracks. I was like, oh, well, I mean, that one's not that vibey, but I mean, I get it. But yeah, it's just a lot of people are just trying to strive for like one singular sound. I think like with the internet age, everyone can share drum kits, or everyone can share sounds that everyone's using. And with like YouTube, everyone can use the same techniques everyone is using. No one's coming up with no one's using any new techniques because you really only need to know a certain number of techniques to just make the hot sound that's out right now. And then when that dies down, you wait for the producers who are already established to come up with something new. Then you just copy that sound. And in some ways you need to do that to blow up, but in some ways you should just make what music you want to make.
Facts.
I love that perspective. And with you being so young, having that perspective now is going to really take you very far, because a lot of people didn't have that perspective. Even myself, when I started making beats, I thought I had to make rap beats. I thought I had to make what was popular in that moment in time. I put my own spin on it, but that mindset at such a young age is going to make you see the whole world of music differently. So I think that's amazing, man.
Yo, Arctic, can we play this track here?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Tell me if give me a thumbs up if the audio is on.
Yeah, it is.
Nice, man. Where can we find that track? That was DistroKid, right?
Yeah, so all streaming platforms. It should be on all streaming platforms. Funny thing is, I used that to go into like a beat contest, and I was like, oh yeah, this is so sick. I love this. So I was like, I didn't get picked for the top freeze. I was a little discouraged, but I was just like, I still really like this song.
What was the beat contest?
It was for Oasis Music Library, and like with, I think it was this one like drum dude called like Micro Drums or something like that, and like Nico Beats. They put on a beat contest with Oasis Music Library, where it's like they give you a mini sample pack of like the drums, and then you just make a beat with those drums and stuff like that.
Nice.
How many beat contests do you enter?
I've entered including the tournament that I was in with Cheeky. I would say I've entered, I want to say 3. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Arctic, you were in the 808 wave.
Yeah, I was in the 808 Wave tournament.
That's how we linked up, probably. Okay.
Yeah, I was in the 808 Wave tournament. I did one contest with Somatics where I made this track called Invasion, which is also on all streaming platforms. Then I did this one with Oasis Music Library with Missing You. So yeah.
Awesome.
That's what's up, man.
That's
That's
what's
awesome,
up.
man.
That's what's up.
Definitely
Well,
dope, man.
We are really glad that you came on, and that's actually funny. You just jarred my memory because I remember that was a while ago, man. That was
that was a hot minute ago. That was like back beginning of quarantine. I want to say like maybe like May.
Yeah, man.
Like May or
that
June.
was like before Clubhouse.
Yeah, that was before Clubhouse blew up.
Yeah, and then also randomly, I think you saw that we were doing the children's music beat challenge.
Yeah, no, it was the
kids music, right?
It was either the children's music or it was the TV sample. I think it was the TV samples that I saw you guys were doing.
Okay.
Yeah, the TV sample. That's where I entered that one where I had the Good Times remix.
That's right. Yeah. I was thinking kids music because then you had the Rugrats breakdown.
Yeah, the Rugrats breakdown. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Okay, cool. So we're gonna just transition into this week. This week we did a remix contest, and it was put on by Splice, and it was the artist Common, and I believe the female singer, her name is PJ. I'm not sure if anyone could correct me on that or whatever, but the track was called "What Do You Say?" So this week, some of us created a track for that remix contest. It was due Friday, so it was a really short week for most of us. So that's why today I think you're actually getting 3 beats. And what do you guys think about it? Who made a beat?
I did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Grim, you made one?
Yeah, I made one. It was you know what? I'm not used to doing, instrument like acapellas and then doing instrumentals, but it was a little difficult. I wouldn't say difficult, hard, but difficult on how you want to approach it for me. The song is dope, but I think it was more of how am I gonna approach it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought I took all the stems and I lined it up with 99 BPM. And I felt like something was happening really weird. So I zoomed in as much as I could. And I think I was talking about this a second ago. I think that it wasn't the beat didn't start on 1. The beat started on the 16th note before in the previous bar. Yeah. So it added a 16th note on because I think the kick was coming in early. Everything was early, which is a feel that that's going to make you feel like the beat is kind of pulling you into the beat.
Mm-hmm. At 99, when you play the full track together at 99, it sounds good. But when you start breaking everything down, I was just something doesn't sound right. So I took it up to 100 and I was this still doesn't sound right. And I was you know what? I'm not even going to use the vocals.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to bother with the drums. I'm just going to use what I have here. And I was okay, I can live with this.
I'm interested in hearing what you guys did because I didn't make a beat because I knew I wasn't gonna make it by Friday, so I didn't make a beat this week. But I have heard the track a couple times and I saw the video. The video came out, so I'm familiar with the record as it is. So I'm interested to hear what you guys did to it.
Oh, the video came out.
This is gonna be fun. Yeah, the video came out. It's some very beautiful women roller skating.
Yeah,
which is
skateboarding is the new trend again. All of a sudden, everybody's skateboarding. I mean, not skateboarding,
roller skating.
Yeah,
that's 9 videos I've seen in the last week. Where
I have seen that a lot more recently.
Are they roller skates or roller blades?
Roller skates, like
the old school,
non-inline joints.
Yeah, I've seen that. I think that trend really took off last summer because I'm not on TikTok, but trust me. even when I'm not on TikTok, I still see TikToks about people roller skating.
Right.
Like, it's just everywhere. I was just like, why are people roller skating? And I knew people who like bought roller skates, and I was just like, why are you buying roller skates? You're never gonna use them again. Yeah, just like, okay, I guess people are picking up roller skating as like a hobby when it's like warm out and stuff like that. I was like, okay.
A lot of people do, especially in like Brooklyn. Shout out to my brother Clay. You know that he got a whole crew of people out there. They just come together and roller skate. It's wild, but they dope though. You know what I'm saying? But for everybody to just be doing it, woo, I don't know.
I think 2 summers ago I saw crews of rollerbladers in DC, like late night rollerbladers.
Yeah, it's a group of guys trying to bring it back. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna just go first. Is that cool? Unless anyone else wants to go first.
Go ahead.
I think our guest should go first, man.
No wheel this week, huh?
No wheel. I feel that making the guest go first is so just putting them on the spot. You know
what
I mean?
do you
I
think?
can go second. I
like that. I can go second.
You know what? If you want, I'll go first. I'll go first.
Yeah, there you go.
Grim first,
back.
Arctic,
Grim.
and then Cheek.
Grim got
Grim. Stepping up to the plate.
You know what, man? I'm nervous now because that sounded very interesting.
No, don't. So
I think it's about to be real dope.
Nah, don't be afraid, bro. I literally just put this together.
The sinister laugh.
The sinister laugh.
Oh man.
All right.
So here we go.
Everybody
mute it up.
Mute it up.
And here's my beat for this week's challenge of the Common Sense remix. No lyrics. Okay. So what I did with this beat was, keep it simple. I used a foreign native plugin for one of the main melodies in the track. We'll play that. Nice little sound spread out. Just some chords, nothing really in between, but a nice, smooth, laid back sound. I wanted a little distortion in the mid to make it sound rough. So how it peaked out, I like that sound, the way it make it, a nice little peak of the mids, but I did that for this melody, and I layered it with to add, a little dynamic to the melody. And I use shout out to Illmind, Black Kit. Once again, comes in so handy. Uh, 3 snares breakdown, and just some background sounds, I added my favorite texture plugin is RC20, and just add a little warpness to it, make it sound like I pulled it off a Warp record or something like that. And that's about it. All this other stuff is the bass line. It's a native bass line, matter of fact. From Ableton. Added tuner because it was a little off on the tune. It's not lining up, but just to see where where my scale can start at. But yeah, that's it, man. That's it, fellas. Any questions?
Grim, yo, that first, what is that, Callisto Moon? Play that again for me. Just the atmospheric chords that you had in the beginning.
Oh, this one right here, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get that. That's the...
Okay, so that's just, you put like a ton of reverb on there? How are you making that sound?
Yeah. What I did was, let me show you what's in here. RC20 and just mix it down. Hold on.
And that was you played the dry signal a second ago.
Yeah.
The same instrument, that pluck
Yeah.
instrument.
But I added this right here, which is a space sound to make it sound extra wide.
Okay.
And then bring up the rough peaks and add a tube effect on it from RC20.
So you use that pretty often, right?
Yeah, I love RC20.
Should I buy it?
Yes. Yes. Buy it immediately, bro.
I keep coming across it. But yo, I like this beat. Did you use the common tracks in any way in this or no?
I tried. I didn't want to use none of the sounds. I just wanted to use the vocals. So my main focus was, okay, I don't want to do a beat and chop it up and do that. I just rather make a beat from scratch. Try to lay the vocals on top of that. But it was it was difficult to do that though.
So common is soon to be added onto this.
Yeah.
Nice. Yo, I like the beat, man.
I'm just wondering what you put on your kick, because the kick just envelops your ears right there. I was just like, oh man, that kick hits hard.
It's a certain, it's just techniques I learned from the cats who came up and showed me how to do beats or how to make your kick stand out and your snare and stuff like that. So, it's just it's not always about turning the bass up. You know what I'm saying? You got to use your mid bass and stuff like that to separate it from your lows, and it stands out.
Are you so you're EQing your drum?
Yeah, I EQ pretty much all my drums are always EQ.
Actually, I peeped Grimace's game. Actually, now I actually employ some of his tactics. I run a different mix on every drum sound.
Really?
And I mean, I do I EQ kind of like what he said, like you emphasize like the mid lows. Kind of for the kick, so it's a little bit punchy,
like 200 to 300 kilohertz.
Listen, man, you throw numbers at me, bro.
Yeah, every kick is different. Every kick is different. So it's like your preference,
right?
How heavy the bass is versus how much you want your kick to punch.
And compressors and limiters also as well.
Yeah,
and then I always reverb the hi-hats for sure.
Yeah.
See, the reason I'm asking you, P, is because this is the secret Grim sauce, right? Because his drums are crispy, and he leaves us every week. He's like, just some things I learned. But now that P knows what those things are, I gotta ask P. So he could, translate.
Right, translate, yeah, because he's playing his cards close to his chest.
Hey, man, the information is free. Just got to sign up at the right time and get this free information.
Yeah, because Grimm's drums will always be mad crispy.
I think this beat was crazy in a lot of ways, man. I feel like it was very. I think it took the track to a different place. Like I was listening to the track and hearing comment on it. I like it for this track, but I love it for like a different Common track. Like if Common heard it, I think he would want that for take it to a whole other place, just because it's so common. That joint is like a very common vibe. Like he would have a whole different song for that. So I love that you fit it in the realm, but also like made it back to the original style of Common. That was his original boom bap, kick, drum pattern. So I like that.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Good
appreciate
stuff,
it,
Grim.
Appreciate
That
it.
was really good. That was really good.
Appreciate it.
All right. Arctic.
All right, let me share my screen real quick.
Okay.
All right. You can see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, let me play it real quick.
All right.
Arctic too cold on this one.
Let free be between us, you my Medina, a queen like Amina or Fatima, redeemer of passion. We both had compassion for the black diaspora and all its vastness. You in my plans, thinking of a master, the essence of your dance, the truth in your laughter that I wanna capture and cultivate stature. I'll be here for you till the hereafter. There's a clear path to the love inside you. My name's Rashid, it means I'm a guide to. We both are driven. That's why we arrived to a place where now anything we can ride through. To tell the truth, I lied and been lied to. Seeker of a deeper ether, you don't have to hide you. Time to be in front, time to be beside you. I don't want to move with nobody besides you. See a leader like Stokely or Mamiya, the ways of a king, honorable and sincere, to get the people freed up. The soul of a rebel with his feet up. When it feel like the world about to erupt, I'ma hold you down till you see up. Optimism that we got from wisdom. We from the same tribe and we locked the rhythm to de-block the system. We did lots of living and lots of giving. A higher vibration, but it's not religion. I wanna pour into the riches of your being. We don't diss each other even when we disagree. And let's two-step to freedom and help the world see themselves in God and every human being. You everything and you happen for a reason. Your presence is a joy to be in.
That's basically what I did with that. And so like one of the first things I want to talk about is just what I did with the whole like chopping of the melody. And that literally is, I just took the 3 stems of the melody. So like you can see here I have like the bass guitar and synth, and I just bounced that in place into the melody. Then I just put into a sampler. I just told a sampler by a transient, sampled by transients, and then I was just like, okay, let me just start playing around with it. And then so I can show you like what I got right here. That's the full sample right there. That for like the main verse, and then for here I got like so I was trying to like, and then basically my whole thing was just like, I don't know how to really put the vocals in, so I'll just chop with the vocals too while I'm at it. And just one thing, like my new favorite plugin right now is Elements by this UK producer named Ocean. And literally it's just like here you have in like the earth section you have a flanger, wind is just like reverb. This is like an EQ kind of like filter, and then like this section is like a distortion. And in the middle, if you click this is like a chorus right there. Or like chorus, yeah, it's chorus. And then basically you just put that on there, adjust a couple of knobs, and then I was like, oh yeah, sounds good. And then same thing with like the vocals here. I just kind of just played around with some of the vocals, like background vocals here. And then here I took like the main vocals and just added that in. And I think one other thing I just want to talk about is like I know this one thing can't be really heard. Maybe like hearing at home, you can hear it better. But I have they gave like a kit, and I was like, well, I don't know what to do with this. So I just like put a bunch of reverb on it, put a tremolo on it, so it just pans in both ears. And that's kind of just in the background. And that's just panning back both sides. And then I found a shaker on Splice, and I put that with it. So it kind of adds that groove into it. And then I just added like the kind of just like the percussion from it. Didn't want to really add the snare, bass, or hat. I was just like too much. And then just with Common's vocals, it just works really well. Yeah, that's pretty much it with that.
Yo. First off, Logic Gang in the house. That's right.
Oh, boy.
Finally, yo, when you said bounce in place, E's face lit up. Because I say that all the time and everyone's like, what? Because that's like Logic lingo right there.
Yeah.
Logic lingo.
Man, I like this joint, bro. I like it, man.
Yeah, man.
Say.
Great job on the composition. I love the bop that you put in it. You kind of change the vibes of it. You know, is very, you know, Brooklyn rooftop dancing. You know, dancing in the middle of the night type vibe now.
You know, that's my kind of scene. I used to have to make Pete drag me to them joints, man. When I go to New York, I'd be like, yo, let's find a rooftop party. I don't really feel like going. No, we going. You need to be on the rooftop, man. If you ain't partying on your rooftop in New York. Yo, Arctic, listen, man. First off, I love the way you chop the sample. I love chopping my samples like that. Like finding all the parts where you can get those accents, make it do what you want it to do, and then recreate a whole new melody with it. I love that, man. I love that you did that. I love that you kept some of the original formalities of like the sound, but you also made the sample of the hook say what you wanted to say as an accent to your beat, because you couldn't make the sample loop. You still included the sample for the hook and put it into your beat. I love that.
Yeah, the way you cut up the female vocals track. That was crazy. Perfect. Having one of those days.
Yeah,
that was dope, bro.
And the flip up on bar 25, I really dug that vibe because it kind of like went somewhere else completely. And then what did you put on the shakers though? That is that like a flanger?
Shaker? I just did like a bunch of reverb. Like I just put a bunch of reverb on myself. So I use Chromaverb because that's probably one of the best reverbs. It's like stock Logic. And I use Photo Freak by Sound Toys. So I just did one bar crossing. And so if I just isolate that.
Yeah, let's hear that.
Yeah, I did one bar crossing. It just like has that. And so like I actually muted it. Like that.
Okay, yeah.
And so it kind of like widens it out. And then I use Somatics Free Diablo Light, just add a little bit of punch and click it. There's a little punch in there, make it a little bit louder. Because after like the reverb and the filter freak, it was kind of quiet, so I wanted to raise that up a little bit.
Yo, and you use the Ocean plugin. That is the evolution of a YouTube beat maker producer, is to get a huge following and then just release your own plugin, because that's where the money is, I think, once you get to that level.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I just want to create an all-in-one plugin, just like make like normal loops and melodies, just like something different.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I actually really do enjoy it. And I feel like it would help me like make some of these like melodies like stand out a little bit more. I was like, okay.
Well, this is dope, man. This is great. And you entered the contest too, right?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah,
we need
Man, this is dope. This is dope.
Super.
Fire.
we need to bring some W's home for the 3BL crew. So good luck, man.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Good
All
luck,
right. All right. You know, I do want to talk about a couple of the stems too. There's a lot to learn from these stems, man, in the track, but we might not have tons of time today. But let me just make sure my audio is good. All right, I'm there. All right, cool. So I'm gonna play the track. But no, for real, for 1 second though, this bass track. That is so amazing for me. I need to like find out all those settings and set my bass up like that. All right, what's up? This is Cheeky CP. This is episode 39. This is the Common Remix Challenge contest put on by Splice. This is my track. I'm gonna play the whole thing through. It's like 3 minutes, so, and then we can talk about it.
What do you say to having one of them hell of a nights? Move it, baby. We can make it larger than life. Leave me, baby. Yeah, need it, baby. Won't be around the bush like they do, 'cause I see something special in you. Yeah, what do you say to having one of them hell of a nights? Move it, baby. We can make it larger than life. Leave me, baby. Yeah, need it, baby. Won't beat around the bush like they do, 'cause I see something special in you.
Let free be between us, you my Medina, a queen like Amina or Fatima, redeemer of passion. We both had compassion for the black diaspora and all its vastness. You in my plans, thinking of a master, the essence of your dance, the truth in your laughter that I wanna capture and cultivate stature. I'll be here for you till the hereafter. There's a clear path to the love inside you. My name's Rashid, it means I'm a guide to we both are driven. That's why we arrived to a place where now anything we can ride through. To tell the truth, I lied and been lied to. Seeker of a deeper ether, you don't have to hide you. Time to be in front, time to be beside you. I don't wanna move with nobody besides you.
Do you say to having one of them hell of a nights? Move it, baby. We can make it larger than life. Leave me, baby. Yeah, need it, baby. Won't beat around the bush like they do, 'cause I see something special in you.
In me you see a leader like Stokely over Mia. The ways of a king, honorable and sincere, to get the people freed up. The soul of a rebel with his feet up. When it feel like the world about to erupt, I'ma hold you down till you see up. Optimism that we got from wisdom. We from the same tribe and we locked the rhythm to de-block the system. We did lots of living and lots of giving. A higher vibration, but it's not religion. I wanna pour into the riches of your being. We don't diss each other even when we disagree. And let's two-step to freedom and help the world see themselves in God and every human being. You everything and you happen for a reason. Your presence is a joy to be in. Yeah.
Do you say to having one of them hell of a nights? Move it, baby. We can make it larger than life. Leave me, baby. Yeah, need it, baby. Won't beat around the bush like they do, 'cause I see something special in you. Yeah, what do you say to having one of them hell of a nights?
Okay, that's the track. So I'm just gonna walk through a couple things. There really was no beat, no drums, and I just kept it kind of, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to almost reharmonize it a little bit, and I got inspired by the vocal line. So what I did first was I pitched the vocal sample like way down. So if you listen to the original lyrics, I think this might be it. Oh, that's not it. The original lyrics, like she's like pretty pitched up, and actually I have it right here. Here we go. So I did two things. First, with the vocal track, I took her vocals into the quick sampler, and then in Logic you could actually just put it down like 3 half steps. So just the same thing if you were on the C key on your MIDI controller and then you went down 3 half steps. If you move the pitch right here, it'll do that. So I just moved it down -3. And then when you do that, you could hear. I thought that sounded really cool because it makes her sound almost, I don't know, you know, just completely different, right? And it gives it a little bit more like just vibey R&B feel. Actually, if I pitch this up, you can hear her real.
What do you say to having one of them hell of a night?
So she's like, you know, has that one like a voice that's kind of like elfy sounding. So when you pitch her down, it sounds really good too. Anyway, so I pitched that down, and then I took a metronome out and was like, what is this tempo? And we basically got it from 99 from where the beat track, the track started, to 83. But I still had to mess with it because it really wasn't on 83 completely. So this is officially on 83.25. But once I had her down there, then I kind of played my guitar until I felt some chords that made sense. So the 3 chords that I used were just G minor, and then D minor, and then E flat major 7. And that's all I played on my guitar. So when you listen to the 9-line chords, that's the progression. And the last chord is actually, C minor. So I have like a little bit of like a turnaround at the end. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to see if I can make like an unplugged version of this track. And that's where I went. I just added bass. Unplugged, baby. MTV Unplugged. It's featuring Common and PJ or whatever her name is. And then I just wanted to, oh look, Q is here. I'm gonna bring him in. And then I wanted to just add a second guitar line to it. So Q, if you jump in, I'm presenting right now. But the second guitar line was just like, let me just add a little bit of juice to it. And I just played this like counter melody. It's all on 9-line guitar. So again, it kind of gives it that, you know, that chill vibe or whatever. But together, it kind of sounds, you know, kind of nice.
I see something special in you, yeah, what do you say to having one of them hell of a nights?
But yeah, that's the track. I'm gonna open it up to you guys.
You already know how I feel about this drink.
Oh man, bro.
I feel like this is like the official remix.
Just call it a winner. It's the winner.
Yeah, I was just like, this isn't the same song.
Right. I'm like, yo, who did you get to sing this drink, bro?
Yes, bro.
Yo, it sounds like you went and got Lucky Day, man.
Straight, bro.
You went and got Lucky Day to sing this drink, and the guitar, and like they don't do that no more in hip hop. Like that used to be a thing where you have a version of a song where it's just like guitar and bass.
Yeah.
And they used to do like the unplugged, and I think that music has gotten so irrelevant to like conceptual stuff in a lot of ways where it comes to like regular hip hop music. You wouldn't even want to hear it unplugged. Like, would you want to hear putting out the coupe with the box, you know, it's not unplugged? Would you want to hear that unplugged? I wouldn't want to hear that unplugged.
Designer unplugged.
That's one of my favorite. Yo, that song, The Box is one of my favorite songs right now. But I would not want to hear that. I wouldn't even want to hear it live.
No. What's his name? Blueface Unplugged.
Oh no,
no.
I get it. I really get it, bro.
No.
They should just unplug him altogether. Like
unplug him, period.
But for real, I think that song reminds you of a time when you were able to just have a guitar and a couple string instruments on stage, and a rapper would really go and rock a show like that. That made me feel like that vibe. So kudos to you, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I really like as everyone's been saying, how it just changed the whole vibe of the record, and how the voice definitely sounds really good at that pitch, and beautiful chords, Corey right there, and I really do like how you just kept it very basically a cappella or unplugged, as you said. So excellent job, bro.
Appreciate it.
Also want to say that I think that when you play the vocals normal, it sounds like you sampled it from what you made it sound like. I'm like, I don't want to hear it like that.
Yeah, yo, seriously, her voice is very
high.
Yeah,
I was just
high.
like,
it's up there. Yo, but I will say, and this is like a whole separate thing that we could talk about, is what it took to get this to snap in on time and to get Common to that was. I'm gonna actually do a video on what I did to get Common to be in time with this track, dropping it from 9983, because especially in Logic, it's pretty crazy. But it was more than just pitching what I did with the vocals, with PJ's vocals. It was, I had to go in to do some like crazy math.
You had to move all the transients, like all the little dash marks right there.
It was, I had to bounce it with just a hi-hat on every beat. So that way I knew where it was in 99. And then when I stretched it, I had to time stretch it. Yeah, then I could line up all the hi-hats just to know where that started. And then I had to do it again. It was crazy. Anyway, I don't want to go into it. But anyway.
That was a Ken Lewis session.
Yeah.
Ken Lewis session, bro. Just on vocals, bro.
Yo, it was crazy. But hey, thanks. And that was the third beat. Q is in the build. Q straight. Did you just get off the airplane?
Bro, I'm still here. I'm still in New York. I'm in the hotel parking lot right now. I got like 4 hours before I get on the plane. Wow. I thought I was gonna miss the show altogether. And I was like, oh snap, they still on.
Yeah, you just caught it, man.
You just caught it.
Wrapping up.
Yeah. Chillin', man. What up, man?
How's New York?
I missed it already, man. I missed the show, man.
Show's over. Oh yeah, kick it.
How's New York treating you?
Good, man. Good. A lot of positive things going on. You know what I mean? Like, almost got too much going on, trying to handle family stuff in between of, last minute, career little moves, and trying to be a tourist here and there. So we enjoying it. I'm probably gonna be back here in a month or so.
Nice. Don't let P hear you say you're trying to be a tourist in New York. P hates that. P don't like when people come to New York and want to be tourists. He wants to. P like, get back to work. I'm like, brother, I never seen Times Square, bro. Yeah, it's just lights, bro. You don't need to see it.
Don't look up. You better not look up.
Yo, that's how you really be treating me. Like, yo, I get to New York, you be like, yo, airport or a bus station, however I get there, and then right to the crib, making music. Back to the bus station out of New York. I gotta wait till he go to sleep to walk around New York by myself. You're like,
is he asleep? All right, let's get out of here.
He said, I didn't bring you here for all that, bro. I didn't bring you here to let you look at lights.
4 a.m. I'd be like, yo, let me get some dinner. Like, I'm hungry.
Right. I like that energy though. I like that energy. I'm gonna match that energy. You know what I mean?
Yo, I'm not coming to New York with neither one of y'all then. Like,
listen, P, next time he comes, just take him to Kennedy's Chicken, and then that's it, bro.
Listen, I only eat food at the bodegas near his house. Like, that's as far as I get to go, man. It's like, yo, you hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry. All right, it's a sandwich shop at the corner. I'm like, bro, what you mean? It's New York.
Sandwich.
All the food in the world
where
is
you
in
at?
New York.
Where in New York you at?
I'm actually now I'm in Jersey City,
Oh, that's right. That's right. So.
but it's still right there though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we can link up. Hopefully we can link up when I come back through. You know?
Yeah, let me know for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You were hanging out with Gustavo yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Did you check
Sir,
out the
yes, sir.
shop?
Hey. We'll talk later.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want
yeah.
to talk to you, but yeah, bro.
Did you check out the shop?
Ooh.
Yeah. We got it, bro. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. I mean, don't sleep. Round 2 is coming next week.
Yep.
We'll discuss off the air, fellas.
Okay.
Lots of good stuff.
All right. Well, we are at this time of the show where we are going to pick our next challenge. So, Q, you might be able to help us out. But
okay.
We had a lot of stuff brewing, and I think what we did is we wanted to revive the wheel. Okay, so we are going to spin the random wheel for the first time in I don't know how long. It's at least 4 episodes or so. But everyone's going to have to help out a little bit because the wheel is so old. It has stuff that we've already done on it. Okay, so the wheel has make a house beat. We just did 125 BPM.
No, I say we do whatever's on the wheel. I say we do, man. The wheel ain't been spun so long.
Oh wait,
the wheel got dust on it. I do
the wheel
say
has
we
dust.
do at least 2 dummy spins tonight.
Okay, but wait.
Oh.
Now wait. It does have sample children's music on it.
I'm down with whatever's on the wheel.
And we did that though. Okay.
I'm down with whatever's on the wheel, man.
Oh my
It's been
God.
a while. It's been a while.
Okay, you heard him. This could potentially be disastrous.
Watch it land on the one I hate the most.
I got a question.
I'm shocked at the 2 dummy spins.
Q, what were you saying?
I was saying, why don't you just take them off the wheel? The joints that we did, just take them off.
Yeah, I'm gonna take sampled children's music off. But what were you saying, Q? You were saying something.
Oh no, I was gonna say, I thought there was a vocal challenge from like one of your guys or something. No.
Oh yeah, let me add that.
I need more time. I need more time because I couldn't get my stuff to sync up.
No. And we were talking to Q about P recording some vocals. P records acapellas. I'm adding.
Oh wait, you just added that?
That's the case. You may as well add my songs to the drink too. Then add my drink.
Oh man,
I'm gonna add it.
I'll add it by next week.
Okay. E is making a track for us that we're all gonna have to sample. Okay. E's track.
Okay. Just don't give us no funny time vocals like we just had with this one. That thing is a wow.
Yo, bro.
Yo, straight Keith Sweat vocals, man. A straight. I swear to goodness, man. That's what y'all gonna get.
All right, here we go. Let me share my. Oh wait, I'm still sharing. Sorry.
I'm excited to get those type of vocals from you. Yeah, I'm excited.
You need it was here.
Yes, I will do a beat to those type of vocals.
All right, so we're gonna do 2 dummy spins. You heard it from P. Okay.
Yo, I missed the wheel, man. Yo, zoom that in, man. Zoom that in, bro.
He's the dummy spin czar over here. Let me see. How can I zoom in? How do I zoom in?
Oh no.
Shout out Tile Bar for sponsoring the show and egg.
Yeah, there we go.
And what is this?
Care credit. Big shot care credit.
We're gonna shout out all of the banners.
We won our check, man. We won our check.
We're gonna shout out the banners.
All right, this is dummy spin number 1. 3BL collab track.
Ooh.
That was supposed to be everybody does something together on a 1 track. Right.
Yo, and we would have had to have Q and Arctic on that one. So that's
yes.
Ooh.
Jaco Pastors. Here we go, fellas.
This is it. 3BL collab track.
Tile Bar.
Sample.
Finally. Wow. I put that on there like a year ago, man.
Sample Alexander O'Neal.
Yes.
Sample Alexander O'Neal. Who is that? Tell me.
Yo, like right now. Go. No, you can't play it.
He said right now.
You can't play it. If you were here tonight,
can't you understand?
Thank you. Here we go. Girl, you know how much I care. Right, that guy right there at the top, right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. The oldest dude with only a mustache and no beard of all time. Like,
yo, look at this. Is he standing next to a poster of that car?
He's always standing next to something. Look at this.
Wait.
About
You
to
know what?
rob the
I
joint.
can't play any of this because we'll
Go ahead, man. Play it, man. Just play it
Nah,
like that.
I'm not.
Nah, hey, you gonna
Man, it's the
Dang.
TOS, man. It's a Twitch TOS.
YouTube, can y'all just give us a break, man? Dang.
No.
YouTube TOS too.
We playing it from YouTube, man. Can we get some kind of credit? Like,
No.
yo, so you got sample Alexander O'Neal. Now, here's what I will say. Just to help you guys out, he has an incredibly amazing Christmas album. That's like the hottest R&B album that no one knows about. His Christmas album is hotter than most R&B albums, yo. It's very fire.
You have me look up the Christmas album, Alexander.
No, the joint is called My Gift to You, and I swear it's hotter than like mad.
Yeah, that came up when I typed in his name. It was like the fourth thing. It was like the Christmas album.
So Arctic, is you down with this challenge? Do you accept this challenge?
I don't know. I got school. I got exams next week, man. I got exams next week, man.
And he was like, "Homeboy ain't even got no beard. I'm not doing this."
You ain't got no beard, bro. You ain't got a straight caterpillar mustache. No way.
Bro, I got like college algebra exam next week, and I can't feel that. I need that college credit.
You, bro.
Wait.
He said, I can't feel that.
I can't feel that, man.
Yo, Arctic, you get a pass, man. If you got bad grades because of Alexander O'Neal, I would feel really bad.
Oh yeah, I feel bad too.
The mustache will haunt you, bro.
That mustache will haunt you for the rest of fast forward 30 years, and you're just like, down and out. Like, what happened?
He gonna turn into a dude from Meet the Robinsons that just go crazy because he lost a baseball game.
Oh man.
Well, all right, we got
hilarious.
it. Yo, this was another fun one. Arctic, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, of course,
Thank
anytime,
you.
man.
Q, thanks for making it at the last second
Yes,
here.
sir.
I hope you have a safe flight home.
Thank you,
And
brother.
and you know what it is. Next Monday, 9:30 p.m. We everyone shave your beard. It's mustaches only next
We
Monday.
gotta shave our beards.
Wait.
I'm already
Hold
clean
on,
shaven,
hold on.
man. I'm already clean shaven.
Oh, hold on, y'all.
Trying to have a wife slide me divorce papers like if you don't grow your beard back, bro.
Yo, I get the same
Word.
seriously.
Go.
Wait,
No, it's not working. It's not working good enough.
Oh,
It's already matching with my damn beard. Yeah, it's not working.
that
That's
Ollie
okay.
fits you though, bro.
double mustache. All right, everybody. All right, have a good week. Make some music and peace.
Yes.
Have fun.
Yo,
Yeah.
peace out. All right, mates.
All right.